Stop coming over the top and slicing. If an over-the-top golf swing is wrecking your golf game, this next video will help you out. I'll see you soon. Hi, it's Troy from hittingitsolid.com here. In this next video, I'm going to show you exactly why you might be doing an over-the-top golf swing that's resulting in your slice. I'm going to show you some simple ways to fix it and a drill at the end that's going to tie it in together to get you hitting the golf ball longer and straighter again. Let's get started. Okay, let's talk about some of the reasons why you might be coming over the top and slicing the golf ball and look at how we can fix that. So one of the first things with coming over the top is having an open club face, in particular in the takeaway, and that causes a lot of that over the top and slicing. But very quickly, I just want to show you if you've been identified as being over the top, just so you're clear exactly what it is. So from down the line angle here, so if you're coming over the top, it means when you go to the top of your backswing, you're coming over like this and the club's coming down very steep and cutting across the ball, and you're coming outside to in. Most of the time you're probably slicing it, or if you're coming into impact with a square face, you might be pulling it straight to the left. So as I said, an open club face. Now typically what will happen with that is in your takeaway, if you have a takeaway with an open club face like that and you pull it inside really quickly, what happens with most golfers that go over the top, they go up like this, and because they've come so inside, they have a habit of pushing straight back across and coming over the top in the downswing. So that's one reason. Now the next reason ties in with that open club face, and this is at the top of the backswing. So if I come to the top of the backswing with an open club face, typically you'll see that left wrist be really heavily cupped like that, in that sort of position there. And when you're really cupped with that lead wrist, you have a habit of coming across like that and really slicing the ball. Ideally what you want to be doing is having that lead or left wrist for a right-hander, having it fairly square at the top, fairly neutral, very flat like that, not like that, which is very cupped, which leads to over the top, but a lot squarer like that. And that's a much better position to be in. Now the next one is the start of your downswing. I'll show you this from face on. If you're suffering from an over the top, quite often you're going to be starting your downswing with your upper body instead of your lower body. So you've got your sequencing out of whack. So it looks something like this. You'll make a backswing, and as you start your downswing, you'll just go, your hands and arms will move further away from your body. They'll move at the same time as your lower body, and you'll cut. You see my left leg here? It'll actually work back towards me, and you'll cut across the golf ball like that. Ideally what you want to be doing to start your downswing, to stop your over the top and slicing, you want to be getting to the top, you want to be moving that lower body a little bit towards the target laterally, not a massive shift like this, but a little bit towards the target, and then rotating. And that allows you to come more from the inside on the downswing and no more over the top. Now the last reason why you might be coming over the top is this right elbow or your trail elbow in the downswing. So from down the line here, if you're coming up to the top, if you're coming over the top like this, your trail elbow gets higher than your lead elbow like that. From this angle here, trail elbow gets higher than my lead elbow. So what you want to be doing is getting it the opposite way around. You want your trail elbow to be lower than your lead elbow. So if you can think about that, trail elbow lower than your lead elbow, look at that. Much easier to come down on plane, inside out path, and much easier to hit the golf ball a lot straighter with a little draw and no more over the top. All right, let's get stuck into this drill. Here's a really simple drill to stop coming over the top and slicing. Now you see here I've got an alignment stick and a range bucket here, and what I've done is I've just pushed this alignment stick through the holes in the range bucket just to get a swing plane line, and this is set up a little bit higher than my hands at address. Now if you don't have one of these, you can just use an alignment stick on its own. Just make sure that you've got it at a height slightly higher than your hands at address. Now I like to place this roughly about a foot and a bit behind where I'm set up with my hands. Now the idea is, if I was to come over the top in my downswing, if I was to come like this acts as a really good reference point. I'm just going to crash straight into that alignment stick. I get instant feedback straight away, you're coming over the top. So a great way to practice is, as I set this up, just make easy swings and just feel like those hands sort of drop and get a little bit lower, because your brain will tell you, I don't want to hit that alignment stick. So if you practice just making little swings like that, missing that alignment stick, this is going to help you get rid of that over the top really quickly. It's impossible for me to come over the top when I've got this alignment stick in this sort of position. I'll show you this from down the line. And just put that there. Now as you get better at this, you can have this alignment stick a little bit lower as you get a little bit more confident, but to start off with, roughly a little bit higher than your hands at address. This position here, I'm just going to make nice easy swing. Making sure we miss that alignment stick. This is a fantastic way to train you to swing on a much better plane on the downswing, and hit a lot more solid golf shots. You can take this to the range, do it at the driving range and hit balls once you get comfortable at home, and that will stop you coming over the top and slicing, so you can play better golf. Drop a comment down below if you tried this drill to stop coming over the top and slicing. Maybe you've tried another drill that's worked really well. If you have any other questions about the video you're not sure about, drop a comment down below. I will reply to every single comment. There you have it. Now you know how to stop coming over the top and slicing. Now, very important, right above this video here, I have a couple of additional videos for you to check out which go into a bit more detail also about the over the top and the golf slice. Make sure you check those out right above. Now below the video I'll have a link to my free 3 secret moves video, 100% free. Make sure you click on that link, get a hold of that. There'll be another link to some additional golf instruction. Make sure you check that out. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. I will reply to every single one of you. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.